EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes being chased out left. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Play action. It's Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early match.
He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Gray. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
Now you like that one, huh? You like where I'm going with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
23 yards on the play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the...
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Jacobs. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, here's Fields. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Back to throw, Fields. Dancing to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs 50 yards. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I do think that sometimes on third and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain. And a conversion on third down. That's a big pickup.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jacobs now. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come. Carlson down to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. Wilson.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Pollard going to try the right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On play action, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man.
2nd and 14. On the give is Nwangu.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Rolling to his right.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
They'll try again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kene Nwangu.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
On first down, Jacobs. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 38,
Fields. And this goes out wide for Drake.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here.
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes escaping the pressure right.
He'll get this to Nwangu.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kyle Pitts, 93 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Flush to his right. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Here's Fields.
His throw incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now Fields.
He'll buy some time right.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got some space here. 52 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And that gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Butker's kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially go.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what is...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Mahomes going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All
all day long anticipating it. And then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Chiefs, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they go down to defeat here in